48 Chronicles is an interactive gaming stream with the stream itself acting as your game master and the players choosing the actions of the character in real time via the live chat. Jump in and listen along to the narration, or play along by tagging the channel with your next move, or just be a bro and hit that subscribe button. Thank you as always, and may the dice always roll in your favor.
Begin game. You find yourself in a bustling town, nestled on the edge of a dense, mysterious forest whispered to house the lost temple of Ashin. The town is alive with the murmur of rumors and the hustle of daily life. A diverse crowd of townsfolk, travelers, and traders fill the market square, a perfect place to gather information and supplies for your journey. Be cautious, though, for the nefarious group known as the Watchmen may be lurking in the shadows, waiting for an opportunity to intercept your quest. The clock is ticking, Lara. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Loser Nerd was chosen from the live chat. Ask a townsperson for help holding your front-loaded anvils. I'm afraid you may have misinterpreted your character's inventory, Lara. Currently, your possessions include your leather armor, longbow, and a quiver of arrows. Anvils are not part of your equipment. Perhaps, instead, you'd like to inquire about the lost temple of Ashin or gather supplies for your journey through the forest. Please consider your next course of action. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bleach Demon was chosen from the live chat. Ask the GM to explain how much time is available, then purchase supplies and seek out the chocolatey wizard. The sun hangs high in the sky, indicating that you have a good portion of the day ahead to prepare for your journey. As you move to purchase supplies, the lively market offers a variety of goods from rations to healing potions that could prove useful in the wilderness. As for the chocolatey wizard, I'm afraid there's no character in this town that goes by that description. However, there are plenty of town folk and travelers amongst which you might find someone with information about the lost temple. Consider who you'd like to approach and what you'd like to ask. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base Ape was chosen from the live chat. Find a disguise to hide from the Watchmen. A clever idea, Lara. Nearby, you notice a few stalls selling an array of clothing. You scan the items for something that would allow you to blend into the crowd and escape the prying eyes of the Watchmen. There's a selection of cloaks, hats, and masks that could serve your purpose. However, finding the perfect disguise will require a keen eye and subtle touch. Roll a d20 for a dexterity check to see how successful you are in choosing and donning this disguise. You rolled 15. With a swift glance and a steady hand, you select a cloak the color of ash and a hat that shadows your face. Dressed in your new disguise, you blend seamlessly into the crowd. The Watchmen, if they are indeed present, show no signs of recognizing you. With this newfound anonymity, you have a window to gather information about the lost temple and continue your preparations. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base Ape was chosen from the live chat. Go to the tavern and eavesdrop on people's conversations to see what we can hear. As you step into the tavern, the lively sounds of chatter and clinking glasses envelop you. The air is thick with the smell of roasting meats, spiced ale, and wood smoke. You move towards the bar, placing yourself strategically within earshot of several groups of patrons. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see how much information you can glean from the conversations around you. You rolled 3. The noise in the tavern is overwhelming, and the patron's accents are thicker than you expected. You struggle to pick up clear sentences amidst the laughter and clinking glasses. Catching snippets of conversations, you hear mentions of the day's market, some local gossip, but nothing about the forest or the Temple of Ashin. The information you gather is unfortunately not very helpful. The day is not over yet, Lara. You still have time to gather more information and prepare for your journey. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Join a poker game. Lose some money. With a nod, you approach a group of rough-looking individuals engrossed in a vigorous game of poker at a corner table. They welcome you with gruff nods and make space for you. Placing some of your coins on the table, you join the game, willing to lose some money to blend in further and maybe even get a conversation going. Roll a d20 for a deception check to convincingly lose without arousing suspicion of your intentional losing. You rolled 20. With a stroke of brilliance, you masterfully play your hand, losing round after round with just the right amount of surprise and disappointment. Your performance is so convincing that you not only blend in but also earn the sympathy of your fellow players. They start opening up to you, sharing stories and news over rounds of drinks. Your intentional loss might turn out to be a gain, after all. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Display your impressive bosom, pretend to be a bar wench, and gain intel. You decide to use your feminine charm to your advantage and play the part of a barmaid. With a playful wink and a flirtatious laugh, you weave through the crowd, serving drinks and chatting up patrons. Your act seems to be working, as the patrons lower the guards around you, seeing you as a friendly presence rather than a potential threat. Roll a d20 for a charisma check to see how successful you are in extracting valuable information about the lost Temple of Ashin. You rolled 12. The patrons warm up to your charm, engaging in casual conversation. A few tales of the forest's dangers and cryptic riddles about the lost Temple of Ashin come up. One grizzled old man even mentions an old legend about a hidden path through a deadly swamp, though he doesn't provide specifics. While not a treasure trove of information, these tidbits could prove useful. You feel satisfied with the evening's work. The tavern begins to empty out as night darkens the sky outside. You've gathered what information you could and are one step closer to your journey into the forest. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Go into the forest, we might lose them if we move under the cover of darkness. With a determined nod, you decide to seize the advantage of the night. Slipping out of the tavern, you make your way towards the forest, the dark canopy offering a cloak of shadows to hide your departure from the town. The forest's nocturnal sounds fill the air as you make your way deeper into the wilderness. Roll a d20 for a stealth check to see if you manage to enter the forest unnoticed and lose the watchman in the darkness. You rolled 15. The darkness is your ally as you slip unseen into the forest. Your eyes adjust quickly to the dim light, and your footfalls are as silent as the night itself. As far as you can tell, the watchmen are none the wiser to your departure. The towering trees and the rustling undergrowth provide a comforting isolation. With the town behind you and the promise of the lost temple somewhere ahead, your journey through the forest begins. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Hunt for some small animals to eat. Your stomach rumbles, reminding you that it's been a while since your last meal. You decide to put your skills as a ranger to good use and hunt for some game. Roll a d20 for a survival check to see how successful you are in finding and capturing a small animal for your meal. You rolled 12. Your keen eyes spot tracks of small game in the undergrowth. With silent steps, you follow them, bow at the ready. After a tense few minutes, you spot a plump rabbit nibbling on some leaves. With a swift and silent release of your arrow, the rabbit is yours. You start a small fire, careful to keep the smoke and light contained, and roast your catch, savoring the meal as you prepare for the journey ahead. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Hunt for more animals, a bunny won't keep you fed. Acknowledging the need for more sustenance, you douse your fire and blend back into the shadows of the forest, your eyes scanning for more signs of game. Roll a d20 for another survival check to see how successful you are in hunting additional small game in the forest. You rolled 16. Your hunting skills truly come to the forefront as you manage to spot a cluster of game trails. Following him stealthily, you come across a small clearing where a group of quails are pecking at the ground. In a blur of motion, you notch and release an arrow, bagging a couple of quails. With a more substantial meal secured, you feel ready to continue your journey, your energy levels replenished. As you finish your meal and prepare to move on, you suddenly feel a shiver run down your spine. A low growl echoes through the forest, and you turn around to find a large bear emerging from the shadows, its eyes fixed on you. It seems your fire and the smell of cooked meat have attracted an unwanted guest. Roll a d20 for initiative to see who makes the first move in this sudden showdown. You rolled 17. With your senses sharpened by the impending danger, you spring into action before the bear can make its move. Your heart pounds in your chest as you face this formidable opponent. You have the first move, Lara. What will you do? Fight or flee? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Based Ape was chosen from the live chat. Climb a tree and shoot arrows into the bear's head. Nimble as a cat, you dart up a nearby tree, your longbow gripped firmly in your hand. With the advantage of height and distance, you take aim at the bear, focusing on its head. Roll a d20 for an attack roll to see the accuracy of your shot. You rolled 11. You carefully draw an arrow from your quiver and let it loose. The arrow whistles through the air, but in the dim light, your aim is slightly off. The arrow grazes the bear's shoulder, causing it to roar in pain and anger. The bear rears up on its hind legs, looking around wildly for its attacker. The bear is injured but far from defeated. Your actions have only made it more agitated. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bleach Demon was chosen from the live chat. Leap upon the bear and being to eat the beast its snout. My hunger will not be sated by mere morsels, I scream. Hunger consumes all. Your actions seem quite extraordinary and extremely risky, Lara. You would be pitting your strength directly against a large, wild animal. Additionally, your character's profile suggests that she would be more inclined to use her ranger skills and equipment for survival, rather than resorting to such drastic measures. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider your course of action. Your options could include shooting another arrow, trying to scare the bear off, or even attempting to escape. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bleach Demon was chosen from the live chat. Follow through with my hunger pangs, must consume all. With an uncharacteristic wildness overtaking you, you leap from the tree onto the bear, aiming for its snout. This is an incredibly risky move and will require a great deal of strength and precision. Roll a d20 for a strength check to see how successful you are in this audacious attack. You rolled 11. You launch yourself onto the bear with a wild yell, your intentions clear. However, the reality of grappling with a wounded and aggravated bear quickly sets in. Your attempt to take a bite out of the bear's snout results in a roar and a powerful swipe of its claw. This is a dangerous situation, Lara. Your confrontation with the bear could quickly spiral out of control if you continue this course of action. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Play dead until it gets bored and wanders off. Recognizing the peril of your situation, you decide to play dead. Falling limp on the ground, you hold your breath and try to still your racing heart. Your survival instincts kick in as you lay motionless, hoping the bear will lose interest and move on. Roll a d20 for a deception check to see how convincingly you can play dead. You rolled 15. Your body goes rigid, and you hold your breath, playing dead with convincing stillness. The bear leans in, its hot breath washing over you. After a few tense moments, it seems to lose interest and lumbers away into the forest, leaving you unharmed. Relieved, you rise to your feet once the beast is well out of sight. You've survived this encounter, Lara, but the forest's dangers are far from over. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Track down the bear, and fire an arrow into its back end. Your encounter with the bear has left a mark on you, and you're eager for some payback. With determined steps, you follow the path the bear took, your longbow at the ready. Roll a d20 for an attack roll to see the accuracy of your shot. You rolled 11. With the bear in sight, you knock an arrow and let it loose. The arrow finds its mark, striking the bear in its hindquarters. The animal roars in pain, startled and hurt. From your vantage point, you see the bear quicken its pace, disappearing deeper into the forest. You've made your point, Lara, successfully retaliating without escalating the conflict. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Hunt the bear. Tame it. Ride it around the forest like a good little horsey. Your ambition is commendable, Lara. However, taming a wild bear, particularly one you've already engaged in combat, is a highly improbable endeavor. It's worth remembering that as a ranger, your skills lie in tracking, hunting and survival, not animal taming. Perhaps you'd like to reconsider your course of action. You could continue your journey through the forest, focus on tracking down the lost temple, or find a safe spot to rest for the night. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bleach Demon was chosen from the live chat. Did I stutter? Bear pet taming. Your determination is clear, Lara. However, taming a wild and recently injured bear is not a simple task. Nonetheless, if you're set on this course, let's see how it unfolds. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check to see if you can approach the bear without provoking another attack. This will be the first step in a potentially long and difficult process of taming the creature. You rolled 20. Moving with a gentleness and calmness you didn't know you possessed, you carefully approach the bear, your hands raised in a non-threatening manner. To your amazement, the bear doesn't attack. Instead, it watches you warily, its eyes reflecting a mixture of fear and curiosity. You're off to an unexpectedly successful start, Lara, but remember, taming a wild creature is a long and uncertain process that requires patience and caution. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Ride the bear down the path singing songs as you go. While you've made an impressive start in taming the bear, it's still a wild creature in pain and may not react kindly to an attempt to mount it. It will take time and patience to gain its trust. If you're sure about your decision, roll a d20 for an animal handling check to attempt to mount the bear without causing distress or provoking an aggressive response. You rolled 14. With a song in your heart and a daring spirit, you slowly and carefully attempt to mount the bear. It's a tense moment as the bear grunts and shuffles beneath your weight. However, it doesn't lash out, and soon, you find yourself atop the large creature. To your surprise and delight, you start to move slowly, riding the bear down the path while softly humming a melodious tune. The forest seems to come alive around you, creating a surreal tableau right out of a fairy tale. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Sing songs in bearish while you ride, until the bear joins in your songs. With a playful spirit, you begin to hum and sing a rhythmic tune, your voice echoing through the forest. As for singing in bearish, you're not sure what that would entail, but you make low, humming sounds that somehow feel appropriate. Roll a d20 for a performance check to see how well you manage to captivate your unusual audience and possibly initiate a bear duet. You rolled 2. You try your best to sing a tune that may appeal to the bear, your voice resonating through the quiet forest. However, your attempt at bearish singing seems to confuse more than captivate your furry companion. The bear stops moving, turning its head to look at you with a puzzled expression. It appears the bear duet will have to wait, Lara. Maybe it's time to focus on finding the lost temple again. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Give the bear a pet on his head and tell it to hunt down some pesky humans to kill. Lara, your request seems to conflict with your character's alignment. As a half-elf ranger who embodies chaos and goodness, you're not inclined to harm or cause harm to innocent beings. While you're on a quest that involves conflict and possible danger, outright asking your newly found bear companion to attack humans doesn't align with your principles. Perhaps you could direct your and the bear's energy towards exploring the forest and finding the temple instead. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Walk on down the path riding your new steed looking for the temple. Nodding with determination, you give the bear a gentle pat and guide it down the path. The forest is dense and full of mystery, the trees whispering ancient secrets. Riding on the back of your new companion, you feel a strange sense of unity with the wilderness around you. Roll a d20 for a survival check to see how well you navigate through the forest in search of the lost temple. You rolled 11. Your keen senses and survival skills aid you as you navigate through the forest. While the path is not clear, you manage to avoid the more treacherous areas and maintain a steady pace. The day turns into a blur of green and brown as you journey deeper into the forest. The temple is still elusive, but you're not discouraged. Riding atop the bear, you continue your search, the sense of adventure keeping your spirits high. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. As the dense forest begins to thin, you find yourself standing before a vast swamp. The water is murky, a multitude of unfamiliar sounds echoing from within. This is the swamp from the stories, acting as a natural barrier to the lost temple. There doesn't seem to be a way around it. The swamp is daunting, but you're determined. Look around, Lara, and decide how you wish to proceed. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Baystate was chosen from the live chat. Ask your bear friend to rip down some trees we can use to make a bridge. That's a resourceful idea, Lara. You look at the bear, hoping it understands your intentions. With a nod towards the trees, you motion for it to help you. This is a task that requires the bear's strength and cooperation. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check to see how well you communicate your plan to the bear. You rolled 9. You attempt to communicate your plan to the bear, pointing at the trees and then to the swamp. The bear looks at you, a glint of understanding in its eyes. It lumbers towards a tree, swiping at it with its massive paw. The tree shudders under the bear's strength but doesn't fall. It seems your plan will require more than one attempt. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. A regular VVR speedrunner was chosen from the live chat. Look for some humans to sacrifice to the swamp gods for good luck in crossing. As a ranger with a chaotic good alignment, Lara, your character is not inclined towards harmful or malicious actions towards innocents, let alone human sacrifice. While the idea might be creative, it's not in line with your character's values or the game's rules. Perhaps you can find a safer, more ethical way to navigate across the swamp and continue your journey. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Swim across the swamp. Deciding to brave the swamp waters, you take a deep breath and plunge in. The water is murky and cool against your skin. However, swimming across a large swamp with unknown depths and potential dangers is no easy feat. Roll a d20 for an athletics check to see how well you manage to swim across the swamp. You rolled 12. You push through the swampy water with strong strokes. The water is sluggish, pulling at your clothes and making your progress slower than expected. Halfway across, your foot brushes against something hard and you lose your rhythm, sputtering and gasping. But your persistence pays off. Tired but determined, you reach the other side of the swamp, wet and weary but unharmed. Pulling yourself onto the bank, you take a moment to catch your breath. The path to the temple lies ahead, the journey still far from over. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Check myself for leeches. A wise precaution, Lara. You start to inspect your clothes and skin for any unwanted hitchhikers from the swamp. With your keen ranger's eye, spotting any leeches should be relatively easy. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see how successful you are in finding and removing any potential leeches. You rolled 4. Your tired eyes scan over your clothes and body, searching for any signs of leeches. The low roll, however, suggests that your fatigue might be hindering your attention to detail. You don't spot any leeches, but there's a nagging feeling that you might have missed something. Regardless, it's time to carry on, Lara. The Lost Temple is still waiting to be discovered. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. A regular VVR speedrunner was chosen from the live chat. Attempt to find and befriend a second, better bear. Your spirit of camaraderie with the wilderness is commendable, Lara. However, trying to find and befriend another bear in this dense forest might be a bit of a stretch, not to mention time-consuming. And let's not forget the potential dangers of approaching another wild bear. Perhaps focusing on the quest at hand would serve you better. The Lost Temple of Ashin is still waiting to be discovered, and you've already made considerable progress. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Total Blackout Painting was chosen from the live chat. Twerk a twerk of joy. Feeling a surge of joy and relief after crossing the swamp, you decide to express it in a most unusual way, by attempting a celebratory twerk. Despite the unusual circumstances, the moment brings a small smile to your face. There's no need for a roll here. You enjoy your moment of silliness, the sound of your laughter echoing through the forest. Once done, you gather your bearings and focus back on your quest. The temple awaits, Lara. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Call to the bears to follow you across the swamp. Hold up a dead quail to tempt it. Your call echoes through the dense forest, and soon you see your bear companion emerge from the tree line, its eyes fixated on the quail in your hand. The bear looks at the swamp and then back at you, clearly wary. Roll a d20 for an animal handling check to see if you can coax the bear to cross the swamp. You rolled 8. You wave the quail in the air, trying to entice your bear companion to cross the swamp. The bear watches you warily, taking a few steps forward but stopping at the water's edge. It seems reluctant to enter the murky waters. Perhaps the bear needs more time or a better incentive to cross the swamp. Meanwhile, remember that your journey towards the Lost Temple is still not over. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bastape was chosen from the live chat. Call the bear stupid loud enough that it can hear you and proceed to the temple alone. Feeling a pang of frustration, you throw up your hands, calling out to the bear. Its ears twitch at your words, and it looks at you with a puzzled expression. Whether it understands your exclamation or not, you're not sure, but it seems to sense your frustration. With a final glance at your bear companion, you turn and continue your journey alone. The Lost Temple of Ashin awaits you, its secrets hidden deep within the forest. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Pretend to ride a horse to the temple, clicking coconuts as you go. With a light-hearted spirit, you mimic the motion of riding a horse, adding the sound of clapping coconuts for an extra touch. Your unusual travel method brings a touch of whimsy to your journey, making the dense forest seem a little less daunting. As you continue your imaginative journey, the forest starts to thin and the silhouette of a grand structure begins to emerge in the distance. The Lost Temple of Ashin, it seems, is now within your reach. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. As you approach the grand structure of the temple, a sense of unease washes over you. The temple's entrance looms ominously, and the shadows seem to dance with hidden danger. The warnings about the watchman echo in your mind. Despite the potential threat, you've come too far to turn back now. You need to be quiet, careful, and ready for anything. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Use the coconuts to open the temple doors. You step up to the grand temple doors, clutching your coconuts tightly. They seem out of place amidst the ancient structure, but you've got a plan. Roll a d20 for an improvised strength check to see if you can use the coconuts to open the heavy temple doors. You rolled 15. With surprising effectiveness, you bring the coconuts down hard against the temple doors. There's a rumbling sound, and slowly, the ancient doors begin to creak open, revealing the shadowy interior of the Lost Temple of Ashin. As the doors swing open, you remain alert, knowing that the watchman could be lurking in the shadows. The treasure within is close now, Lara. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Bastape was chosen from the live chat. Go into the temple and look around. Stepping cautiously into the temple, you take in the dusty air and the silence that hangs heavily around you. The temple's interior is a labyrinth of stone corridors and mysterious rooms, their details lost in the dim light. The walls are adorned with intricate carvings that tell tales of ancient times and forgotten gods. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see what you can discern about your surroundings and any potential threats within this ancient, eerie place. You rolled 8. Your eyes strain in the dim light, attempting to discern details in the shadowy temple interior. The air is thick with dust, making it hard to focus. You manage to make out the general layout of the room you're in: high vaulted ceilings, worn stone pillars, and a few ominous corridors leading deeper into the temple. Despite the low roll, you notice no immediate threats. However, you cannot shake off the feeling that you're not alone. The watchman could be just around the corner. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Throw something further inside to look for traps. A smart precaution, Lara. You pick up a small stone and throw it further into the temple. The stone clatters on the stone floor, the sound echoing ominously throughout the temple. Roll a d20 for a perception check to see if your action triggers any visible traps or attracts unwanted attention. You rolled 18. The stone skitters across the floor, echoing in the silence of the temple. You watch and listen intently. A few moments pass in silence, then you hear a faint click, followed by the sound of whirring mechanisms. A few feet from where the stone landed, a section of the floor gives away, revealing a hidden pit trap. Your careful action has potentially saved you from a dangerous fall. It's a stern reminder that this ancient temple won't give up its secrets easily. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Use the coconuts to disable the traps. Your coconuts have proven surprisingly useful, but disabling traps with them might be a stretch. Nonetheless, you decide to give it a try. Roll a d20 for a dexterity check to see how successful you are at using your unusual tool to disarm the temple's traps. You rolled 16. Holding a coconut in each hand, you approach the pit trap cautiously. You toss one into the trap, and the clicking sound of triggering mechanisms echoes again. A series of spikes shoot from the pit's bottom, impaling the coconut but leaving you unharmed. Emboldened by your success, you continue forward, using the remaining coconut to test the path ahead of you, successfully revealing and avoiding several more traps. The way seems clearer now, but danger may still lurk ahead. The treasure is within your reach, Lara. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Use the coconuts to find the treasure room. We can do anything with coconuts. Your faith in the coconuts is unwavering. With the last coconut in hand, you delve deeper into the temple, using it to tap against the walls and the floor, listening for any signs of hidden chambers or clues leading to the treasure. Roll a d20 for an investigation check to see how successful your coconut-guided exploration is. You rolled 6. You move through the temple, tapping your coconut against the stone walls and listening intently. Unfortunately, the echoes offer no clear clues about the location of the treasure room. The sound of coconut against stone reverberates through the temple, adding to the eerie atmosphere. Despite the low roll, your journey is far from over. There's still more of the temple to explore, and who knows what you'll uncover. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Run fast down the hallway to the treasure room so traps don't get you. Deciding to rely on speed and surprise, you sprint down the corridor, hoping to outpace any traps. The stone walls rush past you in a blur as your footsteps echo in the ancient temple. Roll a d20 for a dexterity check to see how successful you are in avoiding any potential traps along your swift and daring dash. You rolled 1. You take a deep breath and launch yourself down the hallway, but in your haste, you misjudge a step. Your foot lands on a loose stone tile, triggering a hidden trap. A net drops from above, entangling you and bringing your sprint to an abrupt halt. Caught in the trap, you'll need to find a way to free yourself and continue your quest for the treasure. Remember, Lara, patience often proves to be a valuable ally in such situations. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Base date was chosen from the live chat. Try again, but with lucky coconut this time. Feeling a sense of determination surge within you, you reach for your coconut. Clutching it tightly, you muster the strength to push against the net, attempting to break free and continue your dash. Roll a d20 for a strength check to see if your luck and willpower, along with the help of your trusty coconut, can get you out of this tangled situation. You rolled 14. Channeling your strength, you push against the net. The fibers strain and finally give way with a snap, freeing you. Picking up your lucky coconut, you regain your composure and continue down the corridor. No further traps spring as you make your way to what appears to be a grand doorway, possibly leading to the treasure room. The door stands imposingly in front of you, the potential treasure within almost tangible. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Look for another way in. You don't trust doors. Eyeing the grand doorway with suspicion, you decide to explore the surrounding area for another entrance. You move along the stone walls, your hands tracing the cold, ancient surface, looking for any signs of hidden passages. Roll a d20 for an investigation check to see how successful you are in discovering an alternative route into the treasure room. You rolled 20. Your intuition proves right. As your hands brush over the cold stone, you notice a slight draft coming from a section of the wall, not far from the grand doorway. With a closer look, you discover the faint outline of a hidden door. A gentle push and it silently swings open, revealing a secret entrance into what appears to be the treasure room. Bypassing the grand doorway, you step into the room, eyes wide with anticipation. The treasure of the lost temple of Ashin is within your grasp. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. As you step into the treasure room, a chill runs down your spine. A sudden noise from behind causes you to whip around. Emerging from the shadows of the watchmen, their sinister smiles gleaming in the dim light. Their leader steps forward, his eyes glinting with amusement. "Not so fast, Ranger," he mocks, his voice echoing in the room. "We've been watching you. You and that silly bear of yours. Pathetic animal handling skills, really. The watchmen, it seems, have been tailing you all along, using you to lead him to the treasure. You're outnumbered, but not out of options. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next." Sharky was chosen from the live chat. Pull off the leech I missed earlier and throw it in the leader's face. Thinking quickly, you reach down and pull off a leech that had attached itself to you during your journey through the swamp. With a swift motion, you fling it towards the watchman's leader. Roll a d20 for a ranged attack to see if you can land your impromptu projectile on the leader's face. You rolled 17. With a swift and precise throw, the leech flies straight towards the watchman's leader and sticks onto his face. His eyes widen in surprise and he stumbles back, trying to swat the creature away. His momentary distraction could be your opportunity to act. The treasure is still within reach, and the watchmen are momentarily disoriented. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the YouTube live chat to choose what the character should do next. Maureen Peters was chosen from the live chat. Kick the nearest in the balls, then run away with the treasure. Not wasting a moment, you lunge at the nearest watchman. Your boot connects solidly, sending him doubling over with a gasp of pain. In the ensuing chaos, you dart towards the treasure, grabbing a handful of gleaming artifacts. Roll a d20 for an agility check to see if you can evade the rest of the watchmen and make your escape with the stolen treasure. You rolled 20. With the grace and speed of a windstorm, you dart past the disoriented watchman. Their outstretched hands clutch nothing but air as you slip through the grasp, clutching the treasure tightly. You sprint back through the hidden door, leaving the groaning watchman behind. You've done it, Lara. With your quick thinking and daring actions, you've secured the temple's treasure and outsmarted the watchman. As you exit the temple, the forest seems to welcome you back, a successful adventurer returning from the lost temple of Ashin. Your quest is over, and the day is won. Congratulations on your victory. Baste8 was chosen from the live chat. Run back to your bear and ride off into the sunset. With the temple and the thwarted watchman behind you, you make your way back to where you left your bear companion. A sense of relief washes over you as you spot it in the distance, seemingly unharmed and waiting for you. Climbing onto its back, you hold the treasure tightly under your arm. With a swift kick, you urge the bear into a gallop, heading towards the setting sun. As you ride off, the last rays of the sunset bathe you and your bear in a golden light, marking the end of a successful and thrilling adventure. Congratulations, Lara, on your triumphant quest. As you escape the clutches of the watchman, clutching the treasured artifact from the lost temple of Ashin, you can't help but look back at the thrilling adventure that brought you here. The sleepy town with its murmured secrets, the dense forest with its lurking dangers, and the treacherous swamp all seem like fragments of a vivid dream. But as the adrenaline subsides and the echoes of the journey fade, the reality of your incredible accomplishment sinks in. You, Master Archer, outwitted and outpaced the watchman, braved the wilderness, and achieved the impossible. The end of one adventure, however, often signals the start of another. Who knows what new quests await you, what new threats you'll face, or what new treasures you'll see? But rest assured, you are not alone in this journey. We thank you for being a part of this interactive storytelling experience. Your support means a lot to us and helps us bring more captivating narratives to life. If you've enjoyed this story, consider showing your support on Patreon. Every pledge helps in maintaining and improving the quality of our games. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel with your friends and communities. Join our Discord server, linked in the description, to become part of our growing community and keep the conversation going. Remember, your choices shape the story. We'll be waiting for your return to embark on the next journey together. Until then, stay safe and keep the spirit of adventure alive.